Hello and welcome to Artemis Rising Tarot. Today's reading is for the sign of Virgo. I am going to go ahead and begin here. If you really feel like this is your message, I like to look at the bottom. If you really feel like this is your message, then there will be an extended that's available. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll probably get to this, but I see that something is going to be, I feel, illuminated. Something's happening that you didn't expect or you didn't see. It's going to be good. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. Sometimes my messages can be a little bit dramatic, and there's a reason. There's a reason why Spirit gives you very dramatic readings, that it's not to be fearful or frightened ever. Okay, sometimes your situation may be a little bit less than what's coming through. It depends on the severity and where you are in your life. But it's because Spirit is trying to drive home a point, and they don't only have this specific amount of time to deliver the message. So sometimes the messages can be a little bit, dramatic in a sense. That's the way my guides work. I don't know. Okay. So let's get with what's going on with Virgo. How can we guide them on their highest timeline for their greatest and highest good? How can we guide them on their highest timeline for the next month? What's going on with Virgo? Show me clearly. Show me clearly, Virgo. Okay. They are... Okay, here we go. There you are. I feel like you just put one foot in front of the other, hoping that you can make it to where you need to be and get everything done. Okay, so like one foot in front of the other. You're doing a balancing act of some sort this month, is what Spirit's saying. That's you. You're like in this... You're very busy. I see you being busy on the physical realm. Okay, what else? Show me the obstacles that they will face. Can you show us clearly the obstacles that Virgo is going to face this month? What obstacles are going to... Thank you. I feel like it's a person. It's a person... And I think this person, okay, so how can I describe this person? I'm going to show you, what the card is showing is this person could be musically inclined in some way, shape, or form. They may have a dog, okay. They tend to be pretty loyal. I don't know why this is the obstacle though. Or is this you trying to be this energy? Trying to be there, be everything for everyone. Being the stable one. Being the loyal one. Is that your obstacle? Okay, let's see the energy surrounding Virgo. All right, let's see. Okay. 6 of Cups. I feel like a lot of past energy is present right now. I'm getting almost like a frequency or like a tune being played, and it's reminding you of the past or of past memories, of good memories. Okay, of a time, a peaceful time, a happy time. So I feel like there's a lot of energy around you that's reminding you of the past. You're thinking about the past. Okay, let's see. What is the action that Virgo should take, please? Can you show us? Can you show us clearly the action that Virgo should take at this time? nothing rushed. Okay, nothing rushed. I feel like they're talking about the action that you should take is like, don't do anything. We're going to have to get more on this, but I feel like, what are they saying? Like, be careful or watch where you're going. I mean, I know, I'm sorry it took you a few minutes, but that's what they wanted to say. Watch where you're going. Be steady. But also be very careful with your words at this time. I don't know why they said watch where you're going. It's like you're carrying a lot and you're not telling anyone. You may be carrying a lot of, this may be conscious or unconscious, like you're carrying a lot of other people's weight or the weight of a lot of people. You may feel that way. And I also feel like a sense of nostalgia, okay? Because they're showing me like music makes you feel nostalgic in some way. To past times where things were easy and peaceful. And so I feel like you should be open to listening to music. Music is like really important for some reason in this reading, which I think is really interesting. I think it's going to help you during this very busy time. And I believe what they're saying is, oh gosh, Spirit. I knew this was going to happen during this reading. I was going to draw a blank. And it's because so many messages are coming through and I want to make sure I get it right. The action, the Page of Scrolls. Watch your words, watch your step. I feel like what they're showing me is that keep it to yourself, something keep to yourself, like don't speak about something. I believe that's what they're saying. Now let's see, let's keep going because this is a little bit of a cryptic message here. Let's see what we have for the potential outcome. Potential outcome for Virgo, please. Can you show us that, Spirit? Can you show us that? Thank you. Can you show us that? I don't think there's anything that you need to say or do. No swift movements. Okay, the Devil. Okay, there we go. Don't engage with energies that, here we go, here's the message. Don't engage with, you may be confronted with some sort of temptation or something that looks really enticing. And I feel like it's going to be somebody that you know from the past. It's going to be a person. It could be, I really do feel like it could be a person. And Spirit is saying, like, don't engage, although you feel like you have to say something, like you want to say something to this person. Like you are not going to sway them. There's nothing you can say that will sway them. And I feel like make sure you be careful. It's like the message that's coming through from Spirit is making sure you're careful not to get caught up in something that could potentially keep you bound. So that's interesting. Now that could be a lot of things, but follow your path despite what other people say or do, and be very aware of potential situations, people that could possibly keep you bound. Okay. Okay, you may be dealing with a lot of reflections from people. I feel like they're showing me with this image that the crown is wide open. So you're picking up a lot, okay? You're going to pick up a lot of reflections, and you're also going to pick up a lot of, oh, okay, I see. With this Page of Swords is what I knew it wasn't what the card was. Okay, so it's like you will not know at times what is your thought and what is not your thought. That Page of Scrolls is really the Page of Swords. So you may be you're wide open here. Okay, so the crown is wide open, and you may be seeing other people's reflections. Be careful not to get caught in a trap of trying to talk to someone. Like if you see someone's reflection, you may want to instinctively just say something. Say, that doesn't belong to me. That's your reflection. You know, I'm focused on other things here. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm focused on other things here. I feel like their spirit is kind of saying something about karmic, something that doesn't get you stuck. So like karmic ties with people are going to be happening this month. Okay, just be careful not to get stuck in that energy or get karmically involved. And the way you can get karmically involved is by talking about it. Okay, trying to defend yourself, trying to sway someone onto seeing your side of things, because I really don't feel like they will. They won't. And I think what they're saying with this King of Pentacles here is they want you to stay firmly in your vibration and your power. That you do have a lot of support around you, whether you know it or not. Okay? And don't be pulled off path by other people's projections that are not true. Okay? Don't be pulled off path by other people's projections that are not true. They're not true for you. All right, what do we have for the support, please, from Spirit? Support, please, from Spirit. Wow, this is a hard message to get out. You know, usually I don't have this much trouble with a message. But I knew, like, I went to say what the card means and what I thought they were talking about. But I knew that wasn't right. I knew there was something else they wanted to get through. The support, there is support here on possibly 3 different areas of your life, okay? 3 different issues that have caused you emotional. It's like you're going to become aware of something with that High Priestess. Like things are happening that you're not aware of. Okay, so it's like in your unconscious, things are being lifted out of the unconscious and brought to the surface. Okay, so it's almost like you're going on an ayahuasca journey. and, and like all of a sudden, all of this stuff is coming up out of nowhere this month. And you're trying to balance all that. There's a very supportive energy around you, though. And you're trying to stay in your frequency. You're trying to stay really focused on your security within yourself. Okay, but there is a temptation to be pulled back into the cycle of thinking, overthinking, or focusing on pain or negative things of the past or things that don't belong to you. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be like 3 instances that you will pick up on where you will know that you're dealing with a projection and it's not really you, okay? Dealing with a projection of someone else. So it may happen about 3 times this month. And that's why Spirit's saying don't get karmically attached to it by speaking about it. Yeah. Interesting. Look at this 10 of mirrors at the bottom. The 10 of cups. Don't get pulled into it. The muse, the queen of spirals. Don't get pulled into someone else's drama. Okay, queen of spirals is drama. That's queen of wands. Okay, that's a lot of drama. Although they may seem very, she's got a deer and she seems really sweet. You know, she seems like harmless or sweet. And that's how this energy presents itself. Okay. There's nothing you need to do. Everything's going to be okay. So I feel like that's what they're saying. Someone's going to try to pull you into some drama here this month. Okay. Let's see. Can I have more for the 2 of stones for Virgo? This was a tough message to get out. Oof. Five of Cups. And that's you. See, 3 things. And they're going to emotionally hurt you. It's going to hit you emotionally, but it's really meant for some healing to happen. And see and transformation to happen. So 3 things. It's almost like, good grief, I can't believe these 3 things are hitting me right now. I'm so busy. I can't deal with all this. You know, all these projections. And it's like emotional projections just targeting you. And you're trying to protect yourself wearing this cloak. But these 3 things are projections. I think that's what spirits is trying to teach you this month, is that learning how to protect yourself from projections and other people's drama. Right? What do we have for the King of Pentacles, please? Thank you. Death. Yeah. It's in reverse. This is a lesson. This transformation needs to happen here, and this is a lesson that you've already let go of. Okay, or there's a resistance to let go of it. There's a resistance to let go of this person. Okay, because maybe this person is loyal to you too. You know, they get you. They really get you. You get each other somehow. And there's a resistance to letting this end. Although this person does cause you a little bit of grief, like emotional grief. I don't know on what scale. You know, it could be just general annoyance. It could be on a different range of emotional scale, okay? So I don't know at what, there's a resistance to letting it go somehow, because you do have good memories with this person. Tell me more about the Pilgrim. Especially in the past. Especially in the past you had, thank you, a Fool. Okay, and that's the action you should take. The Fool. It's time to let go of something or someone, and it's time to open up to something new. It's time to embrace a new beginning. Like there's nothing you can say that's going to change this person's path or change their thought process. Okay, this is like there's like nothing that you can do about it. You just have to embrace. You have to change what you can change within you, and that may be that although you have really fond memories with this person and you care about them, like you have to open your heart to embrace a new way of being within yourself and embrace new people and know that you're supported by spirit. I mean, I don't think, let's see, hold on, let me feel into this. I'm going to go deeper, and I guess I'll go deeper in this in the extended, but I don't know if I necessarily feel like this is like forever, type of thing. I think that this person has to learn. I think you know that too. And I think you want to teach this person a new way of being or show them a new way of being, but they're not going to learn it. But tell me more. They're just going to pull you in karmically. What do we have for the Devil? The Devil. Can you clarify the Devil? Thank you. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, and the Six of Mirrors. The Nine of Wands. You're very defensive on this person, though. But I feel like in some way that there's something wrong here. At the Nine of Wands, it's like there's something unbalanced for sure. Because you could see the two, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the two dogs and there's something very unbalanced about this. And there's a lot of hidden things. And you can't guard against yourself against the hidden things. Like not everything is, with that High Priestess that was at the bottom, like there's so much hidden that you don't know. And that's why Spirit is intervening. Or they're giving you this message that you're aware that there is very unbalanced energy hidden. There's drama. There's and you can't guard against things that you don't know about. Yeah, you don't even know about it. You can't guard against things that you don't know about. Like pour your heart into things and you don't even know everything about it. Okay, I also feel like there's a little bit of fear here. I'm getting with the Fool and the Knight of Wands. You're also thinking, well, I don't know what the future is going to be like. I don't know who's going to be there for me. I don't know, if I don't have this person, who do I have? And I don't necessarily think it's a romantic thing. I think it's more of like a friendship or family member with this Six of Cups here. It's like friendship, family. It doesn't have to, I don't think it's romantic. It's, for some of you, it could be. But I feel like for most of you, it's going to be someone that, And you're someone that is close to you, whether it be some sort of family member or friendship. And maybe you don't know what your life is going to be like without this person. But they do bring you a lot of drama. They try to pull you in. They really work on you too. It's like they work on you and work on you. And I think they're getting to your breaking point this month. I do, I see that. What do we have for the Three of Scrolls, please? Don't accept it. Don't accept any projections. You may be picking up on someone else's projections about around themselves, and take them to heart, is what Spirit's saying. Don't do that. Embrace a new way of being. Six of Pentacles. You're getting help from the spirit realm. Okay. You're definitely getting help from the spirit realm, and when you need it the most, I feel like you're going to be guided. That's what Spirit's saying. Like, don't take anything personal. Don't take on other people's projections. You will be guided in the right moment by Spirit. I mean, you'll know exactly where to go and what to do. Spirit doesn't want this person to affect you. Okay, they really don't want that. They say it's not going to work. It's not going to work. They want you to focus on a beautiful new beginning. Okay? That you can't even possibly see yet. And don't have fear about it. Don't guard against it. Align with it. Be open to it. And I feel like don't even speak about it. Okay? That's important. I don't tell anyone. Just be like dream or vision. You know, don't. And know that you'll always be guided and directed, okay? You have wisdom and you have codes. There'll be codes given to you and wisdom given to you at just the right time. So there's nothing to fear with the new. All right, I'm going to dive deeper into this in the extended. Okay. Yeah, Spirit's saying to pull back your energy from this past person. And you were really close to this person, okay? This could have been a best friend, a sister. I don't know who it is to you. But it's saying that, it's time for you to pull back your energy. Because it's drained. It's like your beautiful energy should be focused on the new now. All right, I could see that real clear here. Okay, let's see what we get from... And thank you for being patient with me, because I knew Spirit had a message and I want to make sure I get it right so I don't go rattling off things. Okay, what wants to come through for Virgo this month? Thank you. Belief systems. Yeah, you're not going to change somebody's belief system. Nope. Nope. Be very aware. Be very aware. Okay. Also, I will tell you, I'm going to warn you, because this is coming from Spirit. If you are challenging someone else's belief system, okay, and you're really challenging them, there are karmic consequences to that. So if you are going around spewing information about someone else's belief system because you're afraid of it, now, I don't think anybody here that watches this video acts like that. Because Spirit's going to show you really quickly, real quick this month, not to do that. Okay, but I don't think any of my listeners, any people here do that. Okay, but you will not change anybody's belief systems. Don't even try. It's not worth your vital, precious energy. Okay? You don't need these people. If they don't understand your beliefs, you don't need them to understand you. Okay? because whatever you do, it's not going to work anyway. They have to be guided themselves. You know, belief systems are really difficult to change, and they may not understand you, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, Virgos should be used to walking their path alone, following their own wisdom. That's the hermit. You know, that's Virgo. It's walks their path alone. They don't, I know that they follow their internal guidance is their guiding star. And other people may not understand that. And everyone has their own internal guidance. Okay, we all do. Some people, I think the person that you're dealing with does not even follow their internal guidance. They don't. Okay, I don't know why I had to go through that whole explanation, but I feel like somebody needed it. All right, let's see. What do we have? What support or what advice do we have from the angelic realm for Virgo? Thank you. Meditation. Jophiel. Yeah, you got to call your power back. All right, you're leaking power. You're leaking your vital energy, your sanity, they're saying that's a really strong word, sanity, but it will feel like this person, dealing with this person at times can feel like you're losing your sanity. But, and Spirit is laughing, so they're making me laugh. It's not funny, but they're making me laugh about it. You have to pull back your essence and your power and get in a calm, peaceful place, because you're going to be you have a lot going on. They're saying, don't even say overwhelmed. You may feel at times you are overwhelmed. You have a lot of support here. You have a lot of support. And even if things don't turn out perfect, I feel like it's going to be perfect. No matter what, it's going to be perfect. Even if you feel like you can't do everything just the way you want it to be done, it's going to be perfect no matter what. Like nobody will notice if anything's missing or out of place, or nobody's going to notice that. Okay, what else? Unless you have an Aquarius, then sometimes they notice. Okay. Yeah, coming together. Okay, healing the heart. Standoff and love. And evolution. Yeah, there's a big transformation taking place, okay? And I feel like some of you may be fighting it in some sense. And I feel like I'm going up a higher level now. So I feel like we're pulling out of the 3D and more working on the 4D and the heart and embracing love and going through this big evolution. Okay, and things are going to change on their own with this person. Once they get into alignment, you can just send them love. You can send them love and put them in, when you picture them in this beam of love. Okay, this beam of love. That's what you can do. And maybe they will. Once they are feel that beam of love, they may join the circle. They may come back. That's what I feel. That's what I was trying to get out earlier. I don't think this is forever. I think this is just for your best good and for your evolution. Something has to shift. Something has to change that you've been resistant to. And it's got to do with this person. I feel the Emperor. The Emperor didn't come out, but I feel strong boundaries. Strong boundaries, or just a hard no, or tough love here. That's what I kind of feel. And then eventually, and then just picture them in love. Just surrounded by white light and love. And they may find their way back. Okay, they may find their way back. All right. I'm going to see who wants to come through for the sign of Virgo. Let's see. I'm going to dive deeper into this in the extended. Okay, who would like to come through for the sign of Virgo, please, today, please, for the greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of all? Is there anyone that would like to come through for the sign of Virgo today, please, for the greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of all? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirit warned me. They warned me that I was gonna have a moment. And I think, you know what I think the reason is? Because they warned me that I was going to have a moment where I would just be speechless, like speechless. And that is that Page of Swords, speechless. Like you're going to be speechless when you hear this drama. Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. And Spirit warned me before I started this reading that I would be speechless and I would feel like under pressure, or, you know, at that moment, can you imagine how many people clicked off and didn't listen to the message? It was their first time viewing me and they just clicked off. You know, and that is because this message, they weren't meant to hear it. They weren't meant to hear it. They weren't in a place that they could hear the message. Just like your message. Do you see? Oh my gosh. Do you see how Spirit works? Okay. All right. Spirit is very sorry that you're going through this, whatever this is. They want you to look at it from a different perspective. You do have an angelic presence that's coming through in this reading. So I feel like Sandalphon especially. And when I think of Sandalphon, because he came out here twice, I think of Sandalphon, I think of really getting grounded and calling your power back, okay, from this person. Say you're on the right path. Yeah, Virgos follow their own path. Healing is occurring at this time. Okay, there's healing occurring. Time to let me go so I can move on. They're talking about this person. This person. You may have to let them go, and they're really sorry because they know that you're very attached, emotionally attached to this person. You don't know what your life is going to be like without them. Okay, Spirit is helping you at this time. This angelic presence is helping you. Don't be afraid. And there's nothing you need to say. Like you don't have to defend your actions. You don't have to defend how you feel or why you're doing what you're doing. You don't have to. But don't be afraid to take the action that you know is needed. Don't be afraid of the new beginning that's happening for you. Okay, everything's going to fall into place. They're going to really be missing you. I think that this is like almost, I'm getting like the last straw type of thing. Like this person and their drama is like the last straw. Like you just got way too much on your plate. You can't deal with this person. Support is coming from unexpected places. And don't repeat my mistakes. So I feel like you may... Where's that coming from? Hold on. Where's that don't repeat my mistakes coming from? I feel they're speaking about how you're at a point where you could easily go through another cycle with this person. Okay, you could easily go through and you're really close. Like you could easily make a choice to go through another cycle with this person and have to repeat this all again. Or you could choose another choice. Okay, you don't even know this. It's really, you don't even know this. This person will miss you. Okay, but the support that they give you is going to be replaced by someone else, although you don't see them right now. Okay, you don't see this other person or this other support coming in for you. You can't even see it, but there is you do have support that's coming for you. But I feel like you are very close to giving into that fear and going through another cycle with this person. Okay, we've got Two of Pentacles going through another cycle. Like, keeps happening, keeps it. Like, this isn't going to stop until you really let it go. All right. I'm going to leave the reading here. If you'd like to find out more about this reading, please join me in Members, where we will have the extendeds. And if not, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being patient with me, and take care.